Notice is hereby given that the annual general meeting, AGM, of the members of Deborah International Ministry Kenya will be held both physically at DIMK Mana and virtually on Zoom, and the long details will be provided later. And that is on the Saturday, 22nd November 2025, starting from 12 midday, immediately after the monthly DIMK fellowship. Of course, we've taken note, there's been a bit of a delay, but we have started at 1. So kindly, the one who's taking the minutes, we can take note of that. Then we go to the next matter, which is the adoption of the agenda. And the agenda really is to get an address from the founder, followed by ministry reports. Ministry reports will be from the youth ministry, which will be taken by Eva. Eva will just give a very brief summary on what the year was in youth ministry. Then the main ministry, which will be led by our sister Nancy Mushangi. Then we will have a word also from for the Mana ministry from Sister Emily. And then we'll have something from the Mana medical camps that Tari will kindly request you to just give us a summary on the year 2025. And then the ministry projects, which is really the projects. I don't know whether I will ask our chair to say something there, but I know we are asking to do a closing address, but probably you can also say something on the projects in terms of where we are. Is that okay? Or you would like me to just give a summary there? Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. And then after that, we will have a financial report by our sister Lydia. And then we will have members' response. Members' response means as you listen to the reports, if you have a question, if something wasn't clear, you can please feel free to put up your hands and we will give you the mic and you can make your response. And then after that, as a closing to the AGM, we'll invite our chair, the chair of the hospital project, that is Pastor Jesse, will give a closing address. And then we will have a closing prayer. So that is the agenda. Can we have 2 people? Probably, if that agenda is okay, can we have 2 people just put up their hands to propose and 1 to second the agenda? We will need to record that in the minutes. So that Tari proposes and seconded by Sir, I need your name. Samson. Thank you very much. Samson, you'll give me your second name later, okay? Thank you. Appreciate that, thank you very much. So we thought we would project it on the screen. Nancy, it's not gonna work? It's not gonna work? It's a bit difficult to project? Okay, fine. So we will not go through the details. There is a lot of information in this document. Maybe what we could do, we can have one document just go around. People just have a quick perusal of the document so that you can familiarize yourself. So kindly just have one document. Let's just share it around so that tunaweza kuangalia hiyo document. Hiyo document ni document ya AGM na iko na maneno ya ministry, ya youth, main ministry, Mana, na inaongea maneno ya DIMK. Who is DIMK? What does DIMK stand for? What is our mission? What is our vision? Kila kitu imeandikwa kwa kitabu hii. So kama kuna mtu angependelea kuangalia, there is a hard copy also. As it goes round, I'll ask one of the young people to just help us just share that document so that we are all together, tuko pamoja, nobody being left behind. Thank you. So the vision is really to see united families, united nations, a united territorial church of Christ that will fulfill their God-given roles in their generation. That is our generation today. And the mission of DIMK is to stand in the gap through prayer and strategic actions led of God, influencing families, communities like this one in Mana, institutions like government and governments with God's kingdom principles. And the core values for the ministry is salvation, love, truth, fellowship, trust, integrity, excellence, creativity, servanthood, team spirit, partnerships, and compassion. So I will not read the rest of it. but the document talks about who the leader is in DIMK. The DIMK is led by Prophetess Miriam, and she has a team of leaders who together, we work together as a team as we give direction in terms of how the ministry moves forward, how the ministry touches the lives of individuals, families, communities, governments, and nations. We will go next to the next activity, which is ministry activities. I'll just read that one paragraph that says, DIMK positions herself to be used of God and seeks to see God's great power transform and restore individuals, families, communities, and nations to their full expression in God. We know that God has said He has a plan for everybody, and so DIMK stands in the gap between God and between people, between God and between communities, between God and between nations, praying that God's will be done in the lives of people, God's will be made known in the lives of people, in nations, in governments, so that they may be led in the wisdom of God, in the counsel of God, so that God Himself will manifest His intended expression through them and in them for His glory. So that's really what DIMK does. Then we have a summary of how the year 2025 was. Nancy, are you able to come and just quickly just give a cap on how the year was?